And we are getting a piece of breaking input. Charlie Kirk, the conservative political activist and Donald Trump ally, was killed after being shot at an event at Utah Valley University. The incident took place when Charlie Kirk was interacting with his supporters. He was hit with a bullet on the neck. Videos captured the moment, and Kirk's death was confirmed by US President Donald Trump in Truth Social post. He said that flags will be flown at half-staff in honor of Kirk. FBI Director Kash Patel confirmed that a person of interest has been taken into custody for the shooting. The shooter fired at Kirk from a building about 200 yards away from the event stage. The campus was closed and all classes were cancelled. The shooting that killed the political activist Charlie Kirk drew expressions of outrage and condemnations from across political spectrum. Listen in to what Trump said.
To my great fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah. Charlie inspired millions, and tonight all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom, and there's never been anyone who was so respected by youth. Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith, and we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven. Our prayers are with his wife, Erica, the two. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today, and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country.
And that is a big statement that is coming in from US President Donald Trump. And we are joined by Siddhant Mishra on this broadcast. Siddhant, if you could tell our viewers what actually transpired at Utah Valley University.
Well, investigation so far is in a very preliminary stage, Harsh, and all we know is that at a rally, Charlie Kirk was shot at an event in Utah. Conservative activist, he was an influential ally of President Trump, was known for holding outdoor debates on campuses across the United States. In fact, FBI Director Kash Patel has to say that previously detained suspect has now been released. So there was one person of interest who was taken in custody, but now we're getting to know that that person has been released. Official believe that shot came from a roof. Now, in US, people are drawing parallel to how President Trump was attacked in Pennsylvania last year in the run-up to the election. Perhaps that was also a shot which was taken from a rooftop, and perhaps the same method has been applied by the assailant while taking a hit at Charlie Kirk. So there are a lot of similarities. Perhaps President Trump was also attacked when he was at doing a public meeting. Charlie Kirk was also attacked and was killed during the public meeting. So there's a lot of similarity. Perhaps whether this is a lone wolf attack or some kind of an organized group is behind it. Perhaps that's something which we can only be knowing when the investigation will move forward. So far, it is at a very preliminary stage. Perhaps a big loss for the MAGA ecosystem. Charlie Kirk, not just this time around, but in fact in President Trump's first election as well, has contributed immensely to his campaign. And in fact, as I said, that it's a huge loss for the MAGA ecosystem.
Right, Siddhant. Siddhant, I know it is too early for us to jump at any conclusion, but do we know the intention or the motive behind the shooting?
Well, the motive has still not been ascertained. As I said, given the gun culture, Harsh, in United States of America, perhaps every household has a gun, so it makes even more complicated for law enforcement agencies to find out whether it's a lone wolf attack or an organized crime syndicate behind it. Or this has been done out of some rivalry, etc., etc. There have been many incidents of gun violence in the United States. So, as I said, given the gun culture, every household has a gun. Perhaps it would be it would be premature to make any comments on the motive, etc. But yes, look, there are people, those who disagree with President Trump's style of politics in the United States. There are people who very openly oppose President Trump's style of politics, his MAGA ecosystem, what they say, what they believe in, etc., etc. So I mean, it's a known fact. So whether it has to do with some kind of of not liking Charlie Kirk or somebody, or is it something really serious beyond that? Perhaps it's something only when investigators will draw some conclusion. But so far, as I said, that it's a big setback for the MAGA ecosystem.
Right. Many thanks, Siddhant, for gathering all that.